13,230 pounds, a big 5-slide Montana that I've always called the barn beam Montana, complete with a little outside sort of, I don't know, I call it camp kitchen, but camp convenience center, just coming in here on trade at Haylet RV. Overall, the folks have been very happy with it. A couple little minor glitches here and there. I'll point those out as we go. I do always try to be fair. I think you're gonna like what you see if you've been looking for a big full-time in RV or like a retirement kind of rig, but those new price tags just kind of spook you a little bit. Well, that's one of the nice things about being a high-volume place like Haylet RV. We get things like this. The folks loved it. They just wanted to do more traveling, and they swapped down to one of those new 34-foot Montanas that we got here. So they were happy enough that they stayed in the Montana family, and I think that says a lot in an industry in which brand loyalty is ultra rare. And that is why I call this one the Barn Beam Montana. And I've always loved that feature. It's mostly just an eye candy fixture, but it's really cool because this is technically an open concept, but it's a modern take on a classic rear den Montana because it creates definition. Instead of just open floor to ceiling, the barn beam thing, as I call it, it tells you that is the living room, this is the kitchen. And that's where this one's really special to me because it has clear definition of room A, B, C. You know, you don't have a kitchen living room, you have a kitchen and a living room. Now I mentioned I would tell you the little hiccups where I saw them. One of them is right here in front of the kitchen slide. Something snagged the linoleum on the flooring here. And you can see that little triangle there. You can see they tried to color touch it and whatnot. It's not hurting anything, it's just cosmetic, but it's there. You deserve to know about it. So we'll come back to the kitchen. We're gonna go past the barn beam using these air traffic controller crown molding lights. I miss those. I always liked that feature. And over here in the classic rear den area, well not classic, but I guess modern rear den, but tons of windows. All the windows are gonna open for airflow. And we've got our, theater recliners, wall-hugging theater recliners. That is a big tri-fold sleeper sofa for guest sleeping. Now, I've spent a weekend on one of those in Mr. Haylet's Montana with my wife beside me and my daughter in the theater seat that remains functional when that hide-a-bed's open. Worked like a champ. Now, what's kind of cool here is your entertainment center, obviously on Boardwalk and Park Place, directly across from that theater seating. We have a no neck wrecker entertainment. And sometimes you're like, well, son, at my age, my neck doesn't do that. I don't care what age you are. My neck doesn't like to turn left for 45 straight minutes either. This is nice. Electric heater below, and all kinds of entertainment storage because all of this cabinetry here is functional. It's not like, holy crap, that's a massive pantry deep, but I mean, it's dinner plate deep. It's enough. It's good storage. So it kind of throws you off because the RV is long enough. They went with 4 individual slides as opposed to 2 opposing super slides, and that is really the thing that allows them to give you the definition of room to room. Now you've got a 2+2 dining arrangement. I call it kind of like a diesel pusher dinette. You have 2 fixed chairs like this, then you have 2 fold-away chairs. Great campsite window coverage over here in your kitchen area. And that's the thing. A lot of times when people have a door-side entertainment center like this, like there's no windows right here. I get that. But if you're in that chair and you look over here, you can, if somebody knocks on your door, you can still see who it is. So while it may not have pure campsite windows, I think it has the campsite windows that matter. And that's what's kind of cool about this here. So actually, before I get flipped around, pardon me, let me back up a step. Solid surface counters here in the kitchen. Now they've got a stainless farm sink and then a stainless traditional sink. So it is 2 basins, but one is extra large for big pots and pans. And you can see you got drawers right here next to the campsite cook, as well as one of my favorite things is a built-in little wastebasket spot. And then everything else is just, I could say the word storage 6 times and it wouldn't be enough. As deep as that counter is, that's how big all 5 of those drawers are. That's convection microwave oven. 18 cubic foot residential refrigerator with 1,000-watt inverter. Personally, I feel there's nothing that says you can't tow this RV, but with that Resi fridge, I kind of feel like it is better suited for park living. But that Resi fridge is dead in the middle of the RV above the axle, so it will get jostled less. It's theoretically fine. I just know my comfort levels, but it's just one of those things. Maybe I got to get over it, but if you're going to be towing, I like a gas electric fridge. If you're going to be parked, I like an electric fridge, or both. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Enough on that. Central vacuum. That's why I left that door open, so you could see the little central vacuum hookup. But You've also got the little electric dustpan. That's that little black slot below. You flick that up with your toe, you can sweep right into it and it'll suck up all that little random debris. And the Montana coffee corner right here. That's something they did very well. They purposely measure that to fit common like Keurig machines. So even if you got a fancy, nice coffee machine, it'll fit right up there. And wouldn't you know it, household outlets to plug that in right as you go. Coat closet right by the door, right as you come in. And our master control center hidden away from the grandkids' little fingers up here out of the way. You might have also noticed that MaxxAir vent fan here in the kitchen as we looked around. This also has a rain sensor in addition to that wall control panel, so you don't have to poke at it with a broom to try to turn it on, off, or close it or anything like that. And, you know, if you leave for a while and you happen to have it on and a little rainstorm blows in, because we all know Mr. Weatherman doesn't always get it right, you'll be good to go. Upstairs in the bathroom, this is the first generation that Montana started using that pivot door right there, or one of the first. It was either year 1 or year 2, I can't remember exactly when, but this is kind of nice because it doesn't matter if you're coming from the bedroom or the hallway. The door melts out of the way, and then when you get in the bathroom and you close it, it melts out of the way. You can see that porcelain foot flush stool there with plenty of legroom, pardon me, whether you're using the toilet or if you get out of the shower, you know, you need extra room to stand around and get dressed. And you've got good linen storage right in here. One piece fiberglass molded shower with adjustable height hardware here in the shower, and a handy little corner seat. So whether you need to, like, I don't know, sit down, shave your legs, or if you just like to sit to bathe because it's more comfortable, you can do that here. This is a neat thing too. It's easy to miss because they did such a good job of it. This is a one-piece sink counter combo. Now, if you walk in and you touch it, you can feel that there's no seams right there, but they made it look like a traditional sink while giving it the rugged nature of a, one-piece molded fixture, effectively. Now, you might have noticed how the whole ceiling up here is vaulted. What you're not seeing, either in the living room or here in the bedroom, are air conditioners. And this is one of the first used fifth wheels I've personally ever seen with dual whisper ducted air. This thing has a 30,000 BTU air system. It's outstanding. It's absolutely outstanding. Another thing Montanas do that is easily missed is their bed slides are typically about 6 inches deeper. They do a deeper bed slide, which means you have a full breeze-through window. But notice what's next to that window? A household outlet, CPAP friendly, right in the slide box itself. That's a hard thing to do as a manufacturer, and they've absolutely crushed it here. This was built with the 70 by 80 king bed. You've got all that amazing storage up front. She is stackable, washer, dryer capable and ready. The big window here in the bedroom letting in a flood of light. And as you come over, you see you've got great dresser space with all original electronics present and accounted for. Below that bedroom and bathroom, we've got this huge, wide open drop frame cavity, and you can see that white duct right there. It is a forced air heated cavity. Montanas are and have been cold camp capable since 2005, in case you were curious. You've got that high gloss exterior finish on this, and it has, since it has such a big living room in the back where the slides aren't like fighting where the awning would mount, it allowed them to have a pretty decent awning on it right from the start. Now, today's Montanas have those super cool stable steps. I have a suspicion someone's going to wonder if those could apply here. And the good news is, yeah, they can. Generally, as long as the door of an RV is at least 26 inches wide, those stable steps, either LCI or MORrydes or whatever, can go on just about anything. This has a, speaking of MORryde suspension and shock dampening pin box to give you smooth rides. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling and hydraulic slides on the main deck, while the upper deck, like the bed slide of a Montana, will always be electric. Everything on the lower deck is hydraulic, so it sets up fast. But inside that black box right there, you do have a flow control. So if you want to select exactly which slides to operate, you definitely can. Fully enclosed, privatized, protected docking center. And down here, before we see that underbelly enclosure, you see this handy little sewer tube. It's these extra little touches and details that Montana does that's made them so successful over their career. Above that big rear window, it's not just backup camera prepped. This actually has the camera installed, and the previous owners are leaving it with this RV. The monitor is inside the RV. We double checked to make sure all the hardware and everything is there. That's kind of a funny thing we've bumped into a couple times. People are so used to keeping that backup monitor somewhere else other than the RV that when they trade in a camper with a backup camera, sometimes we've forgotten to ask for it. Obviously, that's not the case here. Now, this is what I'm saying. It's a little bit of an outside camp convenience station. Now, this RV does have a outside grill hookup, but you notice that there's no like actual cook space here, nor is there a sink. There's a couple good reasons for it. It'd be, you know, there's already a hookup elsewhere, effectively, and since this is mounted within the slide, which is above the floor, a sink would be so high it'd be up to your neck if you tried to wash your hands. So they can convert it into like a little, hey, you got a cool spot to have some drinks, which that fridge, plus the fridge inside, has, this is approaching 22 cubic foot of total cold storage. Wow, first of all. Secondly, you've got bedroom entertainment, outside entertainment, living room entertainment. About the only place this thing you can't watch TV is in the basement or on the roof, and I'm pretty sure somebody could finagle something to make that happen. And this is exactly what you're hoping to see when you get on the roof of a used RV. You've got all the original factory seals still in place, which given the RV age makes sense, but you can see some lighter touch-ups on there. This RV is at the point in its life cycle where the seals should be due some touch-ups, and the previous owners provided exactly what it should have. So again, it indicates regular care, maintenance, upkeep. By the way, this is an attic vent, and that's going to do a ton for you in the summertime, because not only is this cold camp rated, it's also great for hot camping. And you see that you have that full max air vent fan in the bathroom as well as the living room. The dual air conditioners, the bedroom AC is actually a low profile, so that you know, you're not going to rip it off when you go under an overpass, because whew, that's a bad way to start a camping trip or end one. That's just bad, period. I don't care when it happens. It's a bad thing. So, you know, again, we know our way around these. I've tried to give you a good idea of what you're looking at, but if you have more specific questions, we're a large-scale Montana dealer. We know our way around these things. We do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything between. Even horse trailers like that Lakota that you see over there. Old Black Betty skin package on her. So, give us a call. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy Haylet camping, everyone. Beautiful day, man.